Why is it every time we come here, something always happens?
Wow.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
You get an invasion one time, you get a fire the next time. What's next? Flying purple people?
Flying monkeys?
I don't know at this rate. Holy shit.
But you know what could also really help alleviate some of those downtrodden events is regaling some of the good times.
Good times.
Good times. A lot of people go to Bicolline just mainly for the vibes, but also for the fighting.
For the fighting.
Is what that is what will we be talking about today. Sorry.
I know. Yeah, it's just for all you guys who created your cabins and lost a whole bunch of your shit into that fire. I am so sorry for you guys, because for me, I've been there. It'll be my 5th year, but I didn't really go by that area too much unless it was to the monster pit, and yeah, I never had business in that area really. I would mostly walk by it with those buildings on my right and the troll ball court to my left to the tavern on my way to La Cité or whatever, and I just feel bad not appreciating them being there, you know?
Indeed, and I've walked through that area a few times, usually just to like cut across and find a shortcut from when I get from New Town to Old Town. If it's the main way is congested, I cut through that neighborhood to just get to La Cité a little bit faster. And I don't know a whole lot of the history there, but you can feel and see there was a lot was built up.
Black Banner, White Cross, that's Redemption, right?
Yes, Redemption.
Yeah, their cabin, that's like an understatement to that complex that they had. That was so damn impressive. Like, multiple buildings, got the fences, the courtyard. It was so incredible just to see. And it was frankly intimidating for, something that's all, like, I don't know much about their lore or anything. It's like,
they scowl a lot. That's what I remember. They scowl a lot.
Then the architecture fit the vibe, because holy crap, that was intimidating. Like, if I ever had business with Redemption, I'd be scared if I entered their place,
There's also this one funny story that Redemption usually do. They section one day of the week where they can absolutely just break character and just go around dress up as peasants, go on revolts, go from camp to camp, just cause a ruckus. It's hilarious. The first time I ran into them, I wasn't sure who they were. I was told later on that that was Redemption.
Okay.
This was back in 2017. We just finished I believe it was a Friday skirmish. It was raining heavily, and these schmucks come in a mob, clear, like all like raggedy and just yelling for food. And then so me and a few guys, including Sir Bailey, we kind of just like squared up to these guys right in front of a Ordo camp, trying to figure out what's going on, because it was our first time. We didn't know. I didn't really know any French. Balian did, so we gathered quickly is that they were there for food. And all we had on hand was a bunch of alcohol. Not exactly food, but lo and behold, someone managed to produce a cob of corn and tossed it to them. And then one of them just picked it up, yelled, "Klepa!" And they all cheered. And then they went away.
What? What on earth?
Yeah, they yelled, "Meal!" And then they left. Like, what?
I have never heard of that.
No.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh man.
We're so far off in La Cité that we probably don't ever like encounter that. This is mainly they go around like Old Town and as far out as New Town. But that, I heard it was Redemption who was doing that. It makes sense because they're scowling, they're looking all so serious, just like they're supposed to be warrior monks. Heavily loosely based off the Hospitaller Knights of St. John.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're being so serious the entire week, you gotta let loose.
Why
You gotta
so
let loose.
serious?
Got to let loose every now and again because Madden is the emergency exit.
Oh my god. Yeah. So just that fire sucks. Like I saw that. I got notifications through Discord, and just seeing the photos and the videos that came up. Some of those photos, by the way, are like hauntingly beautiful. Like there's this one photo.
Who was the photographer behind some of those photos?
I think it was all over the place. There was one post that I ended up sharing on my own social media that was like one of the photos was like the dark forest at the bottom, column of flame in the middle, smoke coming up, and then right above the smoke is the half moon.
Dude, that's what I saw too.
I was like, who the fuck? Like
that's hauntingly amazing, but it sucks at the end of it.
I know. It's like, A, that's awful that we are in that situation, but B, who spotted that?
Who spotted
that? And C, had the bandwidth to go, this is cool, let me get a picture of that.
Mm-hmm. So in total, roughly about 15 to maybe 20 or so
22
buildings.
22 is last I heard.
22 buildings have been affected.
Oh man.
This year, it's going to be different.
It certainly is.
Different.
Like, there's going to be a lot of people helping out. I imagine. I have no insight to anything that goes on in the background, but I imagine there might be some camping in that area because that's where their homes were, and there's not exactly a lot of.
There's not a whole lot of places
elsewhere.
Yes, indeed. So this year, there's a lot of people out of game, in game will be banding together.
Yeah. A lot of grace is gonna be needed for this year, and
And the great geopolitical game will still go on. However, they will please, but in the real life sense, it's going to be a lot of hugging.
Oh yeah.
A lot of hugging. A lot of
helping out wherever
you can. Yes, indeed. Because a lot of those buildings were there for maybe about 20 plus years.
Yeah, that was my understanding that those are like the OG buildings. Like, it's not just that we got a couple of buildings burned down. It was like the core, what everything built up around.
And you haven't been to any of the campaigns, but fighting in Old Town, especially in and around that neighborhood, is always really fun. We call it back alley hooliganing in Deerthorn.
Yeah.
So we just flank around and just cause as much of a ruckus as possible.
That area is so tight, like as far as roads go, and there doesn't take a lot of people to hold an area.
Yeah, just to hold that choke point, you only needs a few spearmen, and you can hold that line. And that's every now and again what we've done is we've just find a little choke point and just hold it and cause as much of a delaying action, maybe a ruckus as much as possible, and then once the opposing force either withdraws because either they're bored or they want to find a flank, we go in for the attack.
Yeah,
back alley hooliganing.
I've thought about doing one of the campaigns. It's just I live living out all the way out on the West Coast. It's a big time and money effort to get over to the campaign. My understanding is like the May and October campaigns are May and
Octobers are really, really good.
Yeah, like if I were gonna do any of them, I'm guessing the May ones would be the ones I'd do. Like I wouldn't do it this year because I've got all plans.
But eventually we'll make our way out and do a campaign.
Yeah, because I've heard the vibe is different. It's a lot of the people that are really into it.
Oh yes.
It's like just the scale that you get is
because we don't do any city fighting. You only do that in the campaign. One of the fun stories I can tell was, I believe it was one of the May, or I think it was either in the May or June campaign. We were doing an expedition storyline where myself and a few members of Deerthorn, we all just banded together with other guilds, mostly from the City de Sab, from City of Sands, and we would just go on doing separate objectives as per for the scenario. And then that day we were going no armor. So a few people had the helmets, but it was a no armor day.
Okay.
One, it was hot, and then two, the rules stated that there would be no armor.
Very happy coincidence.
Very happy coincidence.
Yeah, no, we've fought in the heat. I've gotten heat exhaustion the last 2 years because I've done too thick on all this, and I've been finding ways to get thinner layers just so I don't deal with that anymore.
Now that particular campaign was a field day for me.
Oh yeah, you can just shoot whatever.
I can shoot anyone shoot anyone, and one hit will be enough to incapacitate or kill. That's all it took. And then there was this one instant where
was everyone just as many shields as they could get?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a lot of shields. It was quite annoying with dealing with all the shields, but just get me into a flank where I can maybe peek it through a corner and hit away.
There you go.
Now we rounded this corner right where that old neighborhood was, where the old auberge was, and then we formed a line around the objective, and our job was just to hold it. And then that line kind of nearly collapsed, so we ended up doing almost forming a right angle, almost basically almost into a box.
Okay.
Yeah, so we kind of did a Napoleonic square holding that line.
That's honestly impressive.
It was quite impressive.
Because none of us there really know what we're doing in a tactical sense. You and I had the pleasure of chatting with Sir Matthew a couple of weeks ago, but it's more, his tactics are more about getting
getting in there. No, this is the broad out.
Forming a right angle like that.
Yeah.
From a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah, and then somehow forming into a square, almost into a square. Basically, we were prepared to take on cavalry, but we were all infantry with no spears.
That's holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So I remember Sebastian and Jackin, and then Joffrey. We were all banding together, and then so Jackin would have his shield. I would just peer behind him, take a few pot shots here and again. And the funny part was, we withdrew. I was covering the retreat, and then I get hit on the arm by a crossbolter. And then I looked at him, I was like, "Why didn't you finish the job, good sir?" I took his bolt and then just committed harakiri right in front of him, right before a healer got to me. He's like, "No, please don't do that."
Wait. I know.
I was like, well, too late, lass. I chose honor first.
You chose honor first, but you could have had more honor.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
No, then afterward, after I was healed up, collect as much of my arrows as possible, we all kind of separated. So I joined with Lotus No Cheat with some of their group, and they were fighting down another alley right next to where the stage was. So they managed to push them back into a bit of a standoff. So I myself marched from right next to them to in front of them, and then I just did the whole, as much as I can remember and what I've practiced, the entire Kyudo ceremony in front of the enemy, and they were just looking at me is this guy serious? Is he doing the motions?
I mean, if you're not in danger.
I wasn't in danger. The other archers were just watching this guy's actually serious. He's doing it. He's doing the whole motions. And I don't remember if I got anyone, but I did get one of the shieldsmen who was just arms were low, was just watching me the entire time. So I got him while he was not paying attention.
Oh my God! These shields are not heavy.
No, they're not. No, I mean some of them are, but
that one, and
this one here, no,
is very much representative of what you're going to find there. Other than the tower shields, they're not heavy.
Yeah, not heavy at all.
Just hold it up.
Yeah, just hold it up, and I got this guy square in the chest because he was not paying attention.
Yeah.
And I went, and then they pulled back because now they pulled back to and form a new line. me and a couple of people from Lotus Nochina, all the stragglers, we just decided to join along us, form a new line, and I did the exact same thing over again. They watched, I performed the ceremony, loosed an arrow, and when that arrow landed, it hit another archer's quiver. And he did not know how to take the hit and I didn't know if he should take it or not because I hit the equipment, not the person.
I know that like clothes count.
Clothes count,
but
yes.
Quivers?
I hit the quiver, of all things, the quiver.
That is bizarre.
It is very bizarre.
My God. Yeah, no, like, I think for me, my first battle, like, was, like, you actually dragged me into that because I didn't know that was happening.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, it was Monday, like, my first year of Bicolline. You knew I enjoyed, I wanted to do the battles.
Yes.
Like, I'm hiding in my tent because it's a bit drizzly that day.
Yeah,
it was the year of the trenches.
Yeah, the year of the wet trench. Welcome to the Western Front. Spring and fall, Passchendaele, Battle of Ypres. It's raining, it's muddy.
It was something else. So yeah, I'm hiding out in the rain. We were getting a bit of a break. You'd been out and about doing whatever. And then
mingling. I was mingling with.
Yeah, you came into the tent and it's like, hey, I got a skirmish. You want to come? And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, we got called. Yeah, our Deerthorn services were called.
Yep, and it's like, yep, there's gonna be about 200 each side. No armor, helmet, shields, and swords. And it's like, okay.
Yep.
So it's like I think I got like a photo of like where we're just after the battle where I'm just soaked.
You're soaked to the bone, but you just had the biggest smile on your face.
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, like I had not been in a battle before. I didn't know what to expect. I've only ever done like one-on-one martial arts, which okay, your distance and your timing, you can kind of translate it, but nothing prepares you for facing 200 people with 200 of your own. And it was like, holy shit, like that was intense. And one thing that stuck with me was like, we were just waiting and you kind of just pointed out, it's like, this is like, we got 125 right now going on. This would be a large LARP for other things.
Oh yes, definitely. This would be a large LARP for everyone else. But that was a Monday at Bicolline.
Yeah, that was like 4% of the population at the time. That was like, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that was a regular Monday skirmish.
It was very much just, hey, you want to fight?
Yep, that's what it was.
It was something else. Like
the campaigns tend to vary. Usually they would have about 300, maybe if it's a bigger one, usually as far up to 600 people would show up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah. No, because I've noticed that it's definitely smaller, but by no means a small event, you know, because like it's still 600 people. And when you're saying 600 people, are you thinking total or per side?
Total.
Okay. Total. Yeah, so you're looking at potentially 300 to 300 facing each other unless political winds change.
Precisely. Yep.
Okay. But yeah.
Precisely that. And of course, the majority of them are locals.
Yeah, because
you get an idea on the campaigns of how the locals go about have their fun and how they fight.
Yeah,
because over at the Grand Bataille you have
everyone else.
You have everyone else. So it may be difficult to get the gauge how like the long timers. It may be difficult to gauge how the long timers go about doing the combat because. In the large battles, it's all chaotic. You're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. You're trying to survive. You're trying to kill.
Yeah.
But on the campaigns, smaller scale, you get more of an idea because you may not be overwhelmed as much.
Okay. Yeah. Like I've only ever really done the big battles, and those things. Holy crap! Like my favorite thing about those battles is you don't know what the fuck is going on, and. It's so great for me personally because I'll study history as a bit of a hobby, and when we look at history nowadays, we're looking at it from a bird's eye view.
Eye view, and then what the accounts of from the commanders and their secretaries
after the fact.
So
when we're looking at it, and especially a lot of the videos will try to do the movements of the units in real time. And so you're watching, and you've probably picked a side because that's human. We like to pick a narrative.
Yes.
And so the center and the left of your preferred side are winning, but the right is losing, and they're losing bad, and it's going to hit into the center. And so in your mind, you're going, right, hold on, the left and the center are coming. But if you're the right, without modern communication, without the satellites, without the drones, you don't know.
You don't know
what's going on. Like all you see on the field is everyone's running.
Everyone's running. Guys to the right of you, guys to the left of you. The guys all the way over there are not at your concern because you can't see them. You can't hear them.
Yeah, it's like
and then you have guys trying to kill you in front of you.
And the messaging takes a while because like it's something I enjoy with the decorum where you gotta send a messenger to find the general.
Yeah.
Who knows where the general is at that very moment? It's like the good ones are fairly easy to spot, and if you've been at the game long enough,
you'll know who you're looking for.
You'll find who you're looking for because. Yeah, I've been fortunate that the two generals that I've fought with, Darius and Sebastian,
we know them personally.
I know who to look for. Yeah, like Talion I couldn't spot because I just haven't seen him enough. Yeah, from Italian Adventures.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but you can spot but you know how he looks like, so he's quite easy to spot.
That's the thing.
He also likes to get into the fight a lot.
He does like to get into the fight a lot. Through his videos, I have seen me in the line with him and such like that. It's just there's so many people that I just have never committed what he looks like to memory, unlike other people.
And so for me, like how I was able to spot him is because he had one of my favorite helmet styles, the Burgonet, and very few people at Bicolline use the Burgonet.
I can spot that, and honestly, while the Burgonet's not for me, it's an underrated helmet style.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's like
it was superseded later by the lobster tail, made famous in the English Civil War. But it has the same function. You have a peak that protects you from blows on the head. You have
it's a sun visor too.
It basically works as a sun visor. You have a comb that helps deflect blows. You have protection at the nape of the neck. It's very versatile.
And the cheek plates.
And the cheek plates as well.
Yeah, it's a good heavy protection while maintaining your visibility in your breathing and your speaking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Kabuto does exactly the same thing too.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Like I got my helmet for like when you combine it with the Beber, it more or less does the same thing. But yeah, like I think one of the things that solidified like holy crap, this is amazing, was like a moment where it's like we were going out. I don't know if you were involved with this one, but it was the battle where we had to move a wheelbarrow around.
Yes.
Because that was my first year.
That was your first year. I was involved with that. I was I was the sniper of the group.
Yeah, because you were all over the place. I was assigned to the guard of the wheelbarrow. Mark was carrying it.
Mark was carrying it.
And it was Amir, Frederick, Cal, and myself were guarding him.
Guarding it. I was hovering on the outside, basically just trying to spot the enemy. Not really to engage, but just like mark movements, report back. Hey, I see a bunch of guys coming this way, and it's just one guy in full. Like I've seen this guy before several times, in the past years. He always wears the black leather armor. He wears all black. He has the two swords in his back.
Yep.
I could not see his armband. I don't think we were doing armbands on that particular day, but I couldn't spot whose side he was on. So as soon as I saw him, I blocked his path of the road. Baleen was just right behind me, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and I was about ready to shoot this guy as soon as he got close.
Yeah.
And we found out, he's actually on. We're on the same side.
I've had a couple of battles where they didn't do the armbands, where it was alliances of guilds, but each of the guilds were fighting independently. Those are chaotic. Because that's actually how it probably was. You're focusing on figuring out
whose livery do you recognize?
Yeah.
And then who's the livery of the enemy you're trying to fight? And next you get a bunch of people in those in between. Those in between gets madly chaotic because you can't tell whose side they're on. Not everyone wears a freaking back banner. No, not everyone wears a
recognizable captains or anything like that.
Uniforms were very irregular until, actually way past the medieval period.
Yeah, like early modern is
early modern is when you start seeing irregularities in uniforms.
Yeah.
So
that battle was like, it was incredible. Just like, we would stay with the cart until we got the signal to go. We would, like, the vanguard would go out with the battle and clear a path for us.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of points where when we ran, it was pretty clear, but we had others where it was dicey. Like, you could
there were bodies all over the place, and we couldn't tell, like, are these guys still alive? Are they still in play? No one's really allowed to play dead, but you can. Yeah. If you get hit in the leg, you can still block.
Yeah, you could block an attack.
You can block a path.
So yeah, there was also a couple of points where it's like it felt like the tip of the triangle was getting narrower and narrower. Like we were only just holding the path to get to the checkpoint.
I remember that because it dipped down into the ravine, and then we were just like,
everyone's there.
Everyone was just there. I was like, hey, like those guys are ours, right? Are they with us?
I just decided if their back is to me, they're probably a friend.
Yeah. So so I see the majority. Well, I call the majority Australian group from TVN. They're all there, all in their white tablets, like all. Kind of sharp looking with their uniforms. And then one of the guys, Vor, if I remember, Vor, like walks up to me and I was like, and he asked me, we're on the same side, right, mate? He's like, I believe so. We're not fighting each other, so I guess we call it good, mate.
Yep. Yeah, it's just, you just get into those battles and it's so freaking chaotic, but you also have your moments where you're just kind of holding. Were you around when we did that outflank and got driven into the woods?
What year was this?
I want to say it was the year before the Revelcraw religion. So I want to say it was kind of like your last year, like I think before you took your hiatus.
1023.
I think so.
Yeah, because we got separate. I know we got horribly separated in that one. Yeah, because it was that chaotic.
Yeah, that one we had we hadn't gotten to a point where Deerthorn was being put on the front lines. We were still doing the very wide outflanks, still crucial tasks. But
I remember when we had a good start. We went.
Yeah, we took like 150 people.
150 people. I think we went to like the north.
The most
northernmost part of the field.
Yeah.
And then just carved a bloody path.
Yeah, it was. There was a little resistance. I think there was like 40, 50 people around that pole, but they were mostly marching. And we drove them off. We knew there was potentially people that could come around behind us, so we kind of had our lines split on both sides of the checkpoint to hold it. And we saw a group coming from behind us. It's like, oh fuck! And it was about 70, 80, and this is all super rough numbers, just so you're aware. You don't understand.
It's quite a sizable number of them.
And so it's like, but it was big enough, it was small enough that we could hold with some difficulty. And then we look around and it's like, hey, look, there's an army marching. Are they on our side? And they just kept streaming. It was like you couldn't see the end of their line. And it was clearly the enemy side.
Yeah, we were behind enemy lines at this point.
Yeah, it was like, oh, fuck. And they hit us, and basically the lines, like you got a road in between my two hands. Our lines basically did this around the checkpoint, and then formed a arch, and then got pushed into the forest that was along the side of the road.
Yeah, I remember.
I think 150 of us went in on the wide outflank, and 34 of us survived. Like it was long enough.
I was not one of those survivors. I got cut off too.
Yeah, you weren't there. I would have remembered if you were there.
Yeah, because
it's like. We managed to get behind enough trees, put some shields and spears up, and our archers were causing enough mayhem.
Yeah, because right around that time, me and a few other archers who were with us, we would go around and just do an enfilade fire onto their flanks, and just to thin them out, just so we have a bit of a chance. And then as we were doing that, some of their skirmishers started making their way over, killed one of the guys, and then one archer just he upped out and left. I got away as far as I could into this small meadow. I tossed my bow off to the side, drew my katana, and it's like, all right, bring it on, baby, bring it on.
So while you're doing that, Sebastian is pretty much the last guy in charge. Deerthorn's forming the core of the surviving group, and we had like 7 to 8 different other groups that had survived with us, and the group the vast majority of the people that counterattacked didn't stay to fight us, but they had to keep 100 plus guys around the whole area because we were making threatening motions as if we would charge out and take the checkpoint back. That was like a good back and forth duel of psychology for a good 30 to 40 minutes, where it was I remember that so fondly because we had moments where it looked like we were about to break, and then we pushed them back, and a little on the left, a little on the right. We were pouring in what little reserves we had, and eventually they broke through, and it was incredible. It's and obviously none of that is planned. It's you're just doing the best you can, whether it's scrambling into the woods, just drawing as many as you can, or people like me holding at a redoubt.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's something about being on the defensive. It's just always so cool.
I think it depends on what you're doing for the defense. If it's open field, line on line, I kind of don't care.
Yeah.
I kind of want to be on offense at that point.
But when you have but when you're on defensive, you have a set fortifications. I much prefer those.
Yeah, we had hills, we had trees, we had and the trees were forming openings only about yay tall from the ground, and so it's you had to bend under and get in there, and of course the spears and the halberds were going at it. Man, it was so much fucking fun.
Yeah, it's also the psychology of the defense. If you have nowhere else to go, you can only attack.
This is my home.
You can either die or attack.
Yeah, pretty much. It's this is my home. You're not getting into my home.
Yep. And then I believe it also rained heavily that day too. Halfway to the fight, it rained heavily.
It did. Thankfully, I had pretty much adjusted to my new armor, and that's something I thoroughly loved with my helmet. It was not only a massive wide brim hat, but it was also a rain hat.
It was a rain hat. That was just brushing.
I was not getting any water in my face, and I had enough armor on that I didn't feel any of the rain. It was just. It was kind of like walking in a rain ASMR video, with
ding, 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 ding.
I could hear that up top, and I could hear the crunch of people walking and talking. It's so fucking fun. By the way, something that's also really fun about the battles, the music.
Yes.
I believe it was Robert E. Lee that said you can't have a war without music.
You just can't. Whereas you need the fifes, the drums, and the bagpipes.
I know. It's you just. Whenever I hear the bagpipes going, or the drums, or the trumpets,
it gets you amped up, doesn't it?
Okay, now we can have a fucking war. And, and you get the people that do their cries. I can't reproduce it for the life of me. But there's that one trilling battle cry.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and.
Every time I hear it,
shrills. How do you do that and not destroy your voice?
And every time I hear it, it gets a grin on my face. It's yes, and I get the same effect when you hear it in videos and such like that. Yeah. How is the fort battles for you? Because for me, it tends to be a chaotic affair because I'm in the melee.
Usually, because I'm a little bit more further back as an archer, but so I get to see a little bit more. I can just take a wide view and it's what's going on. It does get pretty chaotic, especially when we're all localized into we're holding one of the gates. It's kind of hard to see what's going on the other gates. And now I'm very curious on the new updates they have done in Fort.
There's a few more gates on the wall, and then there's a tunnel in the back.
Oh.
So you can, but the thing about the tunnel is once you get out of the tunnel, there's a couple of there's a bit of a climb to get up onto the field. So you could have archers along the top of the path leading down to the tunnel, and you could have spearmen, shieldmen, and halberds holding the ramp. The archers would have to be super careful about where they hit.
Oh yes, naturally, but yes,
that would be
yes.
It is so fun. Like the fort, the fort needed a ton of updates, and it's getting it.
Yeah,
like, I think it should be ready this year, or at least, or the latest next year. It had made a good amount of progress, but it clearly wasn't done.
Yeah. And my first fort battle, I forget which day it was back in 1017. We were on the attacking side. It didn't feel like we were, storming a fort. It looks like the entire army just sallied out, and we just ended up becoming a field battle. So
can't lose the fort if the fight's happening in the field.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a 2, maybe a 3-to-1 fight, and then I was off in the woods. So I can just respawn, breather, drop the spear, and then just borrow a tower shield. And then as I just went back into spawn, Phoenix just rolled a flank, a column of them, rolled a flank, and then we were like, oh shit, that's happening. And then 3 guys said, no, go, come on, Ordo, sir, get him. And I'm all like, and then just me like, okay, let's go. Okay, so I sprinted to the front, blocked the first guy, maybe hit him maybe once or twice on the leg, may have legged him. And then I went to the next guy. He only had a breastplate. He didn't have anything in the back, so I smacked him. So he was dead. But my first armor also didn't have a back plate, so they rolled on top of me, killing me.
Yeah.
And then when we were finally on the defensive, we got rolled back so quickly.
Yeah.
That we were at the outs. We were just we were basically fighting for the inner bailey, and they were just marshaling us into groups and then just shoving us straight into the slaughter.
That'll do it.
It was dusty. It was hot. It was kind of fun.
Yeah,
but we died a lot, so it got a bit frustrating.
The last battle for last year, it was the big battle on Saturdays, because Saturdays they have those big field battles, even because they want to get the photos.
Yeah, they want to get the photos
for public publicity, for advertisement, for everyone to go, holy crap, this is amazing. I love those days. It was so hot, it was so humid, and we were kicking up so much dust that we could barely see what was going on. I got so dry, and I was overheating and such like that. It was, oh man, it was intense. I don't know if I've ever told you about so there's a content creator that'll come to Bicolline and goes by Queen Estrella. Goes by Estrella in Bicolline because what's she queen of? And it's, in my personal opinion, it's kind of gauche to call yourself a lord or a king or a queen of Bicolline, because you don't own any land in the game, so you don't have a title. So anyway, Estrella and I we'll see each other off and on, because she's with the White Lions, I'm with Deerthorn. We're good. Our guilds are good friends.
Yes, we are.
And I just got killed in the Saturday battle. It's very confusing. I'm getting back, my legs are burning like fire. I'm like, I'm gonna be overheated soon. So I'm using my spear as a walking stick, and I've got my head down. It's like, it's like, oh God, oh no.
You're going down, he's going down.
I'm having to do my real life job on myself. I don't recommend working yourself in medicine. No. So anyway, I hear this one person just going just swearing up a storm and trying to work on her quiver. And I didn't recognize the person right off the bat. It's like and she was looking back towards our line, because I could see from the band that she was with us. And it's like you needed help? It's like, yeah. So I worked on the quiver. She just had it way low, and so the quiver was going whack, 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 right into her leg, and it's like, that would be super annoying for you. And so, we fixed that, and we're like, we're headed back there. It's like, yep, okay, we'll head that way. But so Estrella looks, neither of us have looked at each other. I'm looking down the whole time because I'm exhausted as all hell, and I'm working on the quiver. And she was looking towards our line, and she goes, Estrella, by the way. And I go like, Life of Deerthorn. We both stopped, looked at each other at the same time, pointed at each other and went, I know you.
I know you. We were just talking,
We were talking a few days ago at the White Lion party. Where Joffrey and Ebba put on amazing shows. And it's, you just get those hilarious moments where it's like, there's a ton of chaos, there's a ton of battle, but you also get your character interactions where you're like, oh, hi.
Oh, hi, I know you.
Oh, man. There's just those moments where you're just kind of just standing there and it's like, well, this sucks.
Yep.
And it's like, well,
Do you know what also sucks?
What's that?
Fighting uphill.
Oh, man. I'm
There's
thankful I've never had to do that.
So there was this one skirmish that myself, Joffrey, Jaqen, and I think Alan was also there too.
Okay.
It was a small band of Deerthorn, and we were joining. We were roped in because we were at the time we were buddies with some people in the Ordo Servi. They asked for help, and it's like, all right, we'll join in. So we did the skirmish on a hill. It was basically.
Was it the one going into Newtown?
Yes.
Oh, no.
That hill.
Oh, no.
As soon as you cross the bridge and you see that brush, over that brush is a hill. And we were fighting on that hill. Going upwards and downwards.
Uh-oh.
Oh, defending was a gem because...
Well, yes, you're at the top of the hill.
We got the high ground.
It's over, Anakin.
Yeah, there was a bunch of that happening. There was a bunch of that going on. But when it was our turn, to make the attack, we just made ours slowly, trying to keep formation, trudging forward. I had a side sword with me, just kind of looking like a freaking Napoleonic War or Civil War officer. Basically, he's edging my guys on, come on lads, forward, forward. And then some guy spotted me. He's like, oh, yeah, this guy's totally an officer. He looks like one, he's acting like one. And then makes a shot for me and unintentionally hits my head.
Well, that's an illegal shot.
Oh, but the best part is I roleplayed the fuck out of that. It's I tumbled, I was going forward, and bam, and tumbled freaking down. Have you seen the movie Glory?
Yes, I have.
Yes, when Matthew Broderick's character, Colonel Shaw, was charging up the parapet and he gets shot, I felt the exact same way going down.
Did you intentionally fall, or did you just roleplay the heck out of a fall?
I roleplayed the heck out of it. And then I got up. And said, no, I'm good. And I looked to Alan's I roleplayed the hell out of that. I might as well take it. And next thing you know, another arrow hits me in the head. As I said that, and I went bam, oh, come on.
Oh my God. I suppose that's the benefit of attacking uphill by the rules of the game.
Yeah,
no arrow shot counts against headshots.
They don't.
Yeah, it's there's not exactly a lot of targets for the people up top.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh man. That's incredible.
That's incredible because we were about halfway up, basically. Yeah, basically bunker hill, storming Fort Wagner, or going up a parapet. That's what it felt like. I was this kind of sucks because everything is falling down on you.
Oh man. Oh good. When you're out there, out of curiosity, I don't think you know my first battle. What was your first battle with TVN?
TVN. I remember vaguely some details of it. It was because we weren't part of the main body force. We were a separate ranger group, and then we kind of just trailed off on our own. I don't know if it got horribly lost, but we just went all the way around and barely got into a scrap at all.
Okay.
And then I said, this kind of
Blows.
Yeah, this kind of blows. I was expecting a big fight. I was amped up for a big fight. I was expecting, oh yeah, we're gonna go into like a huge flank. We're going into like take a small chosen men and just go into a flanking action. And then no, we didn't end up doing that.
You gotta actually hit your target.
Yeah, we went too wide.
Oh man. Those suck in the moment, but in my mind are so eye-opening. Again, just like taking it as like, yeah, that's like, again, you look at like, yeah, they did this late night maneuver to try and be in a perfect spot to surprise the enemy.
We try to do spec op
but then
things
they got lost in the night, and you go, how? It's like
how?
And then
Because like the guy who's leading us, like the guys who were leading us, like trying to like they wanted to be like special operations kind of thing. We're gonna do the special missions. Yeah, no, we went too far. We went too far, got nowhere. So that blew. So that blows.
Yeah, no, we've been fortunate with Deerthorn. It would take a minute for us to maneuver, but we got there eventually and got to participate in the battle. One with the mud. One with the mud.
Damn the mud.
Oh God, fucking mud.
But
you do the best you can.
You're the best man. You just embrace the suck.
You embrace the suck. That chant. Anytime I have to go through something just sucky,
Yep.
I just chant that. And
The beatings will continue until morale improves. So deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah. By the way.
Yeah, because I sometimes bring I sometimes pack an extra sock with me. A roll of sock.
Oh yeah, no.
I
I usually double sock whenever I go into battle, or just frankly any time in Bicolline. Double socks if you don't do it.
Double socks or moleskin. If you don't want to do double socks, wear moleskin.
Just save your feet. You're gonna get blisters. They suck.
Yeah.
The medics have more things that they need to deal with than blisters. But yeah,
I'm tired of looking at people's feet. No.
But yeah, no, just you get those chants, and those chants they really help you push through.
Yeah.
And then like each of the guilds seems to have their own chant.
Shared misery.
Just share the misery.
Shared misery builds character.
Just to amp themselves up. Last year, we had a whole rotation where it was like Deerthorn, White Lions, and Costenza all said their chants like one after the other. Like Deerthorn started, then Costenza, and I had to prompt the White Lions. It's like, White Lions, you're up. Yeah, it's like
it's like a cheer rally at a high school.
Yeah, and each one really tells you what the guild is like. Like ours is, Deerthorn, what do we do? Our best. What does it accomplish?
Not much.
Do we care?
Hell no.
What is this guild about?
Yes.
It's so fucking stupid.
I remember I remember the first time it was once said. It was, Dear, like, who are we? Deerthorn. What do we do? Our best. Is crap, I forgot because we added more to it. It's like, what do we do? Our best.
If it comes to you,
it comes because I remember it was first.
I can see it being added on as time went.
1019 was the first time it was actually used.
Yeah,
because we didn't used to say hell no. We just immediately say, "What's this guild about?"
Yeah.
Yes, because we were just so down. We were just so dog tired.
Yeah.
Like, and yes was just the first thing that everyone that came to our collective minds.
And yet it fits our philosophy perfectly. It's just we're there to have fun. We're there to enjoy ourselves. And so it's like, you want to do this? Yes. It's kind of like that old Yes Man movie.
Yeah, basically a Yes Man.
Oh man. Yeah,
oh no! What does this accomplish? Yes.
Yeah.
Because
what's this guild about? Yeah. It's like, what does this accomplish? Not much.
And it's like, yeah, that because that's what we originally said. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, who are we, Deerthorn? What do we do? Our best. What does this accomplish? Not much. What's this guild about? Yes.
Yep.
That was the original.
Yeah, and then we added the do we care?
Do we care? Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that was added on.
Oh yeah, and it's in a way the story of the guild going into battle. It's like I can recognize the ones that I hear, but I've never memorized any of the other ones because I don't hear it often enough. You know. Yeah, and then Deerthorn adding the soup at the end.
The soup. I was like, this is cringe, but it's actually kind of funny.
I mean,
It became our thing.
It became our thing.
It became a thing, and next thing you know, it's gonna be cheese balls.
Cheese balls.
Cheese balls. Cheese balls. Cheese balls.
Cheese.
So what happens when you're part of when you are a meme guild?
You just do whatever the fuck comes to mind.
You just do whatever, and next thing they're like, oh, they don't take it. Oh, they had their Deerthorn. They can't hold a fort. They can't hold the lines. Like,
yes,
bet.
Yeah, we're still still salty about that.
Yeah, bet.
I know. Like you get those. Yeah. It's always funny looking at the old chalkboards with all the little bits and pieces.
The lore of that year.
Yeah, like one of my favorite moments for like a video that you did was like that that we had like in like 1022.
Yeah.
And it was like you and Jackin are struggling to do the correct pronunciation until Sebastian was like, no, you don't got it. It's right, got it. That's right. It's just so like not scripted, not planned. It just happened.
It just happens. We just add onto the board, and that just became added memes for that year.
I know. It's just you look at the board. It's like I don't know how other guilds do it, but it's like we just take a photo of the board, and if we wanted to think about what happened that year, we just look it up.
Look at the board.
Yeah, it's all in our photos.
I remember it was Catch the Woad.
That one's new to me.
Yeah, this was early years of Deerthorn. So we would do. So I think it was Joffrey and I we had percussion cap pistols, and we would just like
those
fire it in the air.
Fucking things.
We would just fire in the air, like catch the woad, bang, and then the receiver was like, got it.
we overdid the whole like crazy thing that was going for a little bit. Sebastian got so sick of that. I was like, yeah, dude, you kickstart so many of those fucking things. I was like, yeah, like I don't have to pay too close attention to the internet because once I arrive at Deerthorn, I get the crash course.
You get the crash course
in a couple of days.
All you need, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think 2 years ago, like I was when Baldur's Gate it kind of came out, and so like Igneous was very popular as just something to say. Because like how many of those are casting Firebolt in the game? Way too fucking many.
Way too fucking many, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, you got for the battles. It's really hard to describe.
It's kind of like excuse me.
It's like there's the scale, there's the chaos. There's everyone going around. You're doing your best.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Those like the way you tell the stories. It's kind of you don't get it unless you were there. And there was a while that how Ordo Servi would tell their stories where they would always start off with "No shit, there I was." Yeah. Whatever story it was, battlefield or not, it was "No shit, there I was."
You just get those weird ass moments.
Yeah, and then just you describe the moment, and it's kind of hard to describe unless you experience it yourself. You can armchair historian all day, but you don't understand it. You don't know it until you are there.
Oh yeah, no, it's like even the videos don't really do it justice. Liz, you're looking out of the view of the camera lens, and if the person filming it is doing their due diligence, you never spot the camera. So the camera's got even less field of view.
Yes, field of view.
To just get an idea of what it is. Like Talion's, in my opinion, done the best at showing what the battles are actually like. And yeah, Zoe has done a fantastic job in like recording the tournaments.
The tournaments, yeah, because the two of them done a really great job. Let's see here. Yeah, who's another one who filmed? So it's Links. Praetor, yeah. Praetor, his filming style very similar to how Talion does it. So you get the first person view of what the fighting looks like. Yeah,
and it's like it's all up there. It's all like. Do you have any idea what the hell's going on in that battle?
Not really. But what I like about how Talion's he adds the overall context because he's privy to that information. So he adds the context of what the objectives are. He adds in the additional context of what's going on. So now it explains what maneuvers they're doing. It's
Sir
clever.
Matthew loves to use his material.
He does.
As like, hey, we're not picking on you, Italian, but you've got like hours of footage on the internet that is available for me to take a look at and go, okay, was this a good plan or was this a bad plan with 2020 hindsight? Because in the moment, you don't know what's going on.
You don't know the full picture.
Yeah, it's just...
It's either... There's three types of choices. You can make the best choice you possibly can make with the circumstances you are given. You make a bad choice, but it's still a choice, or you make no choice and get everyone killed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's like, that's the one thing that I've kind of learned. It's like, you can't really stand there and just take a hit.
Yeah.
Like, if you get the opportunity of, like, if you see that something needs to be done and you can see a few people not doing anything,
get them in the fight.
Just
get them in the fight.
It's like, hey, they want to participate in the battle. It's like, hey, you and you doing anything? Nope. You're a team. Go over there, hold that area. That's your job.
Yep.
And it helps the situation on the field. It gives those 6 people a story. And it's like, yeah, so we were given a task by someone on the battlefield.
Yeah.
We went over there, and then whatever happened.
Happened. So, yeah, you just come down to those 3 choices, and then when it comes to the commander, it'll be bad or worse. You get 2 decisions, bad or worse. You're the one leading.
There was one skirmish that I participated in where we had a necromancer amongst us. I know. And so what would happen is the knights were told that there was a necromancer, but they weren't told what the necromancer could do. There was a phrase that the necromancer would say, and it was Sebastian being the necromancer. And all the zombies on his side and the people we killed would revive.
Oh.
But we started off with like 25 people, and they had like 200.
But the more
we kill them, the more we can revive. Yeah, he only had a couple of times where he could throw the revive spell, but the other side didn't know about that. So they looked at our numbers, went, okay, I don't need to send too much, and sent a decent sized group. We fought them to a dead standing. Pretty much all of our side collapsed. They were down to like 9 people on their first wave. And that's when Sebastian, who stayed back, like the win condition for the other side was kill Sebastian. He summoned us to rise, and we all got up, and the 9 knights that were standing in our midst were like, what's going on? And we like killed them. And the main body was like 100, 200 feet further down the road. And they were like, what on earth? And we started like, whoa, just going in. We had a mind, but we weren't super fast either. And that was an instance where the commander of the line did his best, but he was dealing with an unknown situation. And he was trying so hard to maintain the integrity of his line. But it came at the cost of initiative. Because like I'm watching, like on the other side, there were some members of DTCO. And if you had to describe Grimmer's fighting style, what would it be?
Hard and fast.
Hard and fast. Does he fight in a line?
Not often.
Not often. He was fighting in a line.
Good luck.
Yep. He looked like he was not in his element. It was like a dog on a leash, like, let me go.
Yeah, because he likes to charge in the flanks and just kill as many people as he can.
Yeah, he'll get into the bushes and attack you as soon as you get past his bushes. It is insane. But yeah, it was like that one was a hilarious moment where it was like, we knew about that. I've also done some of the Vermintide battles where it's like, have you ever participated in those? You participated in that one where you ended up in a ring, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I did.
Yeah, I've been in like 2 Vermintides because I've got the full armor, and it's a lot harder to get people with full armor than it is people to just wear basic clothes with a sword and shield and bows. And yeah, that was the one I remember the most was during the Peasants versus Nobles campaign. It was supposed to be 75 knights, all in heavy armor, versus 200 peasants. We only ended up getting about 35 knights, and there was too many peasants.
Well,
like they put a cutoff at the 200.
Just to make even and everything, like make it fair as possible.
Well, fair as possible.
Air quotation fair.
Was going to be 75 versus 200, but we have access to everything, and they only have access to some gear. But yeah, and the scenario was, okay, we've just taxed the peasants, and we need to get the tax money from point A to point B.
Yep, I remember one of those.
Yep, and we ended up, like, I was still learning how to wear this whole thing, which is to say that year I was wearing it badly.
Yeah, because on the first year we participated, too many people showed up. And then we got slaughtered.
Yep.
Well, actually, I was pressed, so I was untouchable. But I was still in the danger.
Yep. But yeah,
everyone died. Everyone died. It was horrible.
Yeah, it's like, so we ended up sprinting because we knew we were going to be completely slaughtered if we stayed still. I managed to make it about 2/3 of the way before someone like basically shot my arm. And I only have my spear in my hand, so it's like, oh, I can't attack with this. So I just stopped. I just turned around and I just held, like, I was exhausted. I was like I just turned around and I'm holding my spear horizontal like a brake to like try and slow him down. And I just like, my shoulders slump, my head goes down. I'm tired. Like, and we'd been fighting in those tacticas that exhausted us. Oh man.
Oh dear.
Dad. So it's like that was one moment. It was like I think it ended up being like we got about half the gold there. So it was like it was kind of a draw.
Yeah. When I was filming the first one, we lost all of it.
Yeah.
Everyone died.
Yeah. I think Sebastian, who was in charge of that one. Yeah. Sebastian and Zoe with Ferrata basically agreed we need to move. We can't.
Yeah, we can't stay. Yeah, because I think the first one it was a commander from Black and their livery's black and yellow with a squid on it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I cannot remember the name. Yeah.
I forgot their guild name.
It's one of like 6 guilds with like a yellow and black combo. It's like, I know there's not many color combos, but come on.
So the attack was we're just gonna plow our way through while while being in a blocky in like basically in a column. Well, there was a big problem with that. We were slow. Yeah, you needed speed to get through that. And I was thinking the entire time, like, there's a whole nice fort over there. Why can't we use it?
I know.
And then, but no, the rules was get the sacks from the chateau to the city. So
we had to move.
So you had to move. So I knew that eventually we would have to like bug out. But if it was allowed, and if the scenario allowed for it, and the peasants had no respawn, fight them to a standstill there, stay out of numbers, and then make a breakout.
Yeah, it's like get like 2 or 3 people with like shields, like about like this big and this light, and no other armor, and just have them run.
Yeah,
like we'll form a screen. We'll die protecting you guys, and you just get around us and run for your lives.
Yeah. So if it's gonna be if it's gonna be move the sacks as fast as you possibly can as soon as you get it, because that's when game starts. Yeah, you just gotta go. You can't fortify yourself out in the open. You're gonna get surrounded. You're gonna die.
100%, man. Yeah, the battles at Bico are just, again, I think I've said it multiple times. They're really hard to describe, but they're the thing that draw me back every year. Like I love meeting with the guilds. I love going on the quests. I love like having the parties and such. But I'm loving life when I put on my armor and I pull off a 9 to 5, because like I did that last year, where it's like I put on my armor for Tactica at 9 o'clock for a 11 o'clock tournament that went till about 1.
And then
I had like an hour to recover. back at camp, so I realized taking all this off and then putting it back on made no sense.
No, just you were full time.
I was drinking water with all the electrolyte boosts, and I got introduced to like those Nature Valley sweet and salty cashew bars.
Yeah,
those are
really,
deliciously
really
dangerous. And like I'm eating those and getting all my energy back, and then I participated in the battle afterwards. Like I was so sweaty that if I was wearing a t-shirt underneath my gambeson,
it would be like completely drenched.
It would have been completely drenched, and I would have had ink on the from my shirt on the inside of the jacket. Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like I'm peeling myself out, and it's like I'm gonna go right into the river right afterwards. Yes. Just if you're gonna go into the battle and you've never done it before,
take your time.
Take your time. Drink your water. Seriously. Like I will consume 4 to 6 liters of water if I'm being very good about it in a 2 to 4 hour battle. Just if you have a minute to rest, drink some water.
Drink water.
If you're exhausted or thirsty, drink some water. If you're back at the respawn point, drink some water. If you're back there and you see the misters, take advantage of it. Just every little bit counts, especially the heavier kit you wear. If you're wearing leather and carrying a bow, you can kind of get away with it, but
still drink water.
Still drink your water. You don't know if the day's going to be super hot.
Yeah, because you are still exerting, because you're going through a lot of uneven terrain. There's bodies all over. So that's a lot of heat radiating. Even passively, so that's
take advantage of the shade.
Take advantage of the shade. If you want to die in the shade.
Yep.
And then drink water.
Yep. Also, don't be afraid to die. We're playing in a game. Like, especially if you can make your death a story. Why not? Now, suicidal charges, that I personally have a problem with, because like, what's the point?
For honor and glory, because there's nothing else.
Okay, honor and glory is where the line is broken over there.
I will go to it. I will die, but it will be. I will die, and it will be a fun story. If it was real life, then it would be an entirely different story.
Fair enough. Yeah, wear head protection. Seriously,
head protection.
Your helmet.
Helmets.
If nothing else, wear a helmet. Yeah.
Because a lot of those halberds are quite heavy, like tip heavy. They're in the front line. Some of them are just crashing into you. You got nothing protecting you on, because you're gonna get knocked about.
Your tree branches falling off.
Tree branches falling on you. You're gonna get knocked out. Headshots. So people make mistakes.
Yep.
Accidents happen.
Yeah. And if you're thinking about building your kit, one at a time.
Yes.
I did a whole set. But that's because I knew what I was after. If you don't know, especially,
get the helmet
one
first.
At a time. Get the helmet, get the body, get the hands, get the arms, get the legs, and you might find out partway through that you don't want the legs or you don't want the arms. Yeah. That's fine.
Especially go to the Grand Bataille, you have a week to figure everything out.
And you're not going to get like body armor from the shops, but you are going to be able to get most of what you need while there.
Yes, indeed.
And the most important thing when you're in the battles, super important, never forget this, have fun.
Have fun,
play fair. That's the important thing.
Oh, 3 rounds a minute in any weather.